Anybody who comes in the way of national unity of the opposition parties is indirectly helping Modi. Votes which BJP got in the last election, which was 38% national vote, which also means that 62% people voted to defeat Modi by irritating Congress party, by irritating UPA. I think she inadvertently is strengthening Mr. Modi's hands. After the victory in West Bengal, Mamta ji clearly has developed national ambitions. There's nothing wrong with that. I saw an active campaign of the Trinamool Congress in Goa, where a lot of posters have been put up. And she's definitely taking Goa Assembly election seriously. She's already trying to expand in Tripura and Assam. So clearly, she is developing national ambitions, and there is nothing wrong with that. Let me underline that. Made some comments about UPA. I think what's in the name after all? What is required today is that we need to have a common opposition platform, a common opposition alliance, which will be able to put up one candidate against BJP's candidate, so that the votes which BJP got in the last election, which was 38% national vote, which also means that 62% people voted to defeat Modi. I personally believe that if you look at the numbers, Congress party got about opposition parties together, along with Congress, got about 62% vote. And Mr. Modi got 38% in the last Lok Sabha election, 2019. The attempt will be to make sure that this 38% vote that BJP got is shrunk. We reduce that further. And opposition vote, which was 62%, increases back to 69 as in 2014, or even more than that. And this vote does not get fragmented, which means you try and field one candidate against one BJP candidate. Now, will that happen? Will the opposition unity, pre-election opposition unity, be so strong that the Politburo of the opposition, whatever the leadership executive committee is formed, the working committee is formed, that committee decides, okay, this seat will be fought by XYZ, this seat will be fought by Trinamool, this will be fought by Congress, this seat will be fought by Communist Party. If something like that can work out at the apex level of the opposition unity, you call it UPA, you call it something else, that's a matter of detail. But how do you ensure that the opposition vote does not get fragmented? That is the key theme for 2024 election. Main part of BJP's strategy will be whether the state assembly elections in 2014 or the national election in 2019, that opposition does not unite, that there are multiple parties opposing Modi, and that alone will ensure Mr. Modi's continuation in power, both in UP and other assembly elections that are happening next year, and ultimately in 2024 Lok Sabha election. So while there is nothing wrong in having ambitions, there's nothing wrong in Ms. Mamta Banerjee going and meeting leaders in other states, all the strength to her, but she should not do anything consciously which will divide the opposition. And by irritating Congress party, by irritating UPA, I think she inadvertently is strengthening Mr. Modi's hands. You cannot wish Congress away because Congress party is still the largest of the opposition parties. I think Congress party is, of course, it is but natural that now for 2024 election and the 2022 assembly election, Congress party must gear up, start gearing up, and start taking initiatives about building this national unity. Anybody who comes in the way of national unity of the opposition parties is indirectly helping Modi. The speed, how fast we should move, who should call who should hold meetings in Delhi, who should go to state capitals. It will be decided by our national leadership. Sonia ji is our president today. She will decide in what way to approach the national unity issues, whether she constitutes a small 5-6 member committee which will tour the various state capitals, make contacts with the opposition leaders, or whether some political secretary will be appointed or will be nominated who will be given the task of coordinating the opposition parties. That is for the Congress president to decide what way, what shape the Congress moves forward for facing these elections. I think the point is this, that if anybody is able to bring a broad coalition of all opposition forces, it's welcome. We want to defeat Mr. Modi because Mr. Modi has finished the country's economy, has finished the farm economy, and it is in the national interest to see that Mr. Modi gets defeated. Now, who is able to achieve that? Who is able to build a broad opposition coalition? People will support that leader. That doesn't mean that any particular grouping alone can have right to go and oppose. I think anybody can do that. And my only earnest hope is that we should not fragment the opposition vote. That is precisely what Mr. Modi wants. That opposition should not be united. So we should not do anything which creates a problem in the opposition unity. Now, who should lead, who should go where, who should call whom, that's a matter for the Congress leadership and leadership of the Trinamool Congress or NCP or Mr. Kejriwal's party or Jagan Reddy or Mr. Stalin. All these state leaders will decide whether they want to work under a particular leader, whether they want to have a collective leadership, whether there will be a convener and no president at all. They will not name any prime ministerial candidate. Like in Jayaprakash Narayan's agitation, there was no prime ministerial candidate. Mr. Jayaprakash Narayan was the leader of the agitation. The people did not worry that if the Jayaprakash Narayan's party wins, who will be the prime minister. That was decided later. So I think we can have that model also. But ultimate idea is that you should not weaken the opposition. I think it's not a question of calling shots. The point is, the grassroots reality is that Congress party has a presence in almost all the states. And it has a footprint in every village, which no other party can claim that they are a pan-India parties. They're trying to expand in Tripura, Assam, and some northeastern states. She's now campaigning very actively in Goa. So she's visiting people in Mumbai. So she has national ambition, nothing wrong with that. But will she be able to replicate what Congress party is today, which is present in every state, every district, every hamlet? And there's an organization, state level organization in every state. And that organization it will not be easy for any other party to replicate throughout the country. Of course, there's nothing wrong in trying, and all the best to her. But if you wish away Congress, then you are helping BJP. I think what is happening now is an attempt is being made to form a broad coalition of opposition parties without Congress. That look, we are already a large alliance of opposition parties. Please come and join. And naturally join in a junior position, not as the leader. So this is the attempt made by some leaders. Mr. Kejriwal is trying to do that. Ms. Mamata Banerjee is trying to do that. Some other leaders also may be doing it. But it all depends. You cannot build opposition unity and hope to defeat Mr. Modi without Congress. That is a given.